Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to our channel, Miss JD. And today we are going to talk about your stocks in the Philippine stock market, and we are going to evaluate them one by one and see what happened. I will also share to you guys how I filter the stocks I want to review every day. And we'll wait for a few more visitors. Actually, I'm doing live in Facebook earlier, but it got cut off because of a technical issue. So maybe I'll invite them to transfer here. Okay, just one moment. Miss JD is uh, um, I'll try to do live via YouTube. Please, you can watch from there. You may we your Miss JD. Miss JD is my you can look for Miss JD. You can search for Miss JD. Okay. I don't know if there is a link that we can get. Links. Here. Video oh, that's fine. I'll just have them search for it and look for Miss JD. See you. See you. All right. So let's continue. So right now we are going to review. So this is what I did earlier. Okay. So we are in Instagrams and we clicked all stocks to locate all the stocks, and we've arranged them in proper order from highest to lowest in terms of percent change. So notice on the left side you will see the stock code and the price where it ended for the day, and this column is the percent change. If you click that, it will arrange it depending on what you need. If you want to see the biggest gainers, then you can just click it from there. Value would mean the amount that was traded for the entire day. And trade is, of course, the number of trades that happened within the day. And earlier, what I shared to everyone was that my strategy in picking the stock to review is I first check change. I do not go from top to bottom. I go to the median, meaning I go to 0% and work my way up here. Okay, so now that I'm in the 0%, I then check the value or the amount that was traded and the number of trades. Okay, so for instance, you can set a rule. If you have enough time, you can even say from 200 trades and above, I'll review them. Or you can say 500 trades and above, open and review those stocks. Okay, and earlier we looked at RRHI. I'm using the Bollinger Band as my indicator and RSI. And just for your information, the red line in between this Bollinger Band is the MA20 line. So if you click this, it will show you all the indicators. If you want moving average, then you can go for moving average. And there are a lot more. Some people use MACD, but that's not the subject of our discussion today. We can probably talk about these indicators and discuss them thoroughly in our future videos. But right now, what I can see here is Robinson's Retail Holdings is near the MA20 line, and MA20 line is a bounce area. So if you are interested to get in this stock, this is a perfect time because you're near MA20. Now, if you're in it as a trader, make sure that you set a stop loss. Otherwise, if the support, because MA20 serves as your support area, if it does not sustain, if it breaks MA20, goes below MA20 line, then potentially you are now reversing and you are going to go on a decline. And if you're not able to cut your losses in a timely manner, then chances are your money is going to sleep for a long time. We have really no idea how long it could potentially go on a decline. So if you're in it as a trader, make sure you set your stop loss. Okay. The next stock we're going to check is PXP. PXP is another good story. Currently, PXP is doing a sideways movement. Okay. And it has ended near the MA20 line. If you want to be ahead, you would want to enter in this stock so that you can get it at a much lower price, because when the volume starts to kick in and you have not entered in the stock yet, then not very profitable. Okay, so if you're a position trader, this is a strategy of a position trader. Okay, there are a lot of strategies, and I personally am very comfortable with position trading. Okay, let's just check if we have some visitors. Okay. The next stock that we are going to review is FPH. So it's trying to create a support in this area. There was very, very minimal movement, of course, because we started with this 0.12%. We started at the 0% when we reviewed it, so expect that the movement will be very, very small. So, but slowly, the amount being traded here is starting to form with 278. But if this support does not sustain, if it breaks that support, then tendency is it might still go down. But if it gives us a green candlestick and probably starts at 87 and then ends higher than that on Monday, then that will confirm the support, and that's a good entry price. DNL. DNL, we're also in the support in the MA20 line. This is forming an ascending triangle. Now, if I am to enter in this stock, I would enter if, okay, it starts around 11 or 1050. Okay, if it breaks that resistance area, it's forming an ascending triangle, and currently we have a mini resistance there. So if it opens above that and ends above that on Monday, then that means that's a good entry price, and then it will now be in an uptrend. Let's see how it looks like in a wider in a wider time frame on a weekly time frame. Same thing. Okay. Next, Wilcon. Wilcon. Okay. Wilcon is trying to create a support in this area. Okay. There you go. So try to get in if you are interested and you see the fundamentals of Wilcon being really good. And I would have to say it is indeed, because currently there are a lot of residential houses being constructed, especially in the Greater Luzon area. The business model is very profitable at the moment. So if the price starts within that area, then it will confirm the support, and potentially it could already bounce upward. Okay, let's say it gives us another stick here, and then boom. Okay, otherwise, if it goes below that, make sure you set your stop loss if you're in it as a trader, probably around 3 or 5%, to around 14 1450. Okay, there. AC. AC just had, okay, they are going to have cash dividends released on August 15th, ex date July 25th. That was yesterday, and surprisingly, because this is Ayala, this is a very stable company. No one is really selling their position. They know that this is still going to go up higher. Although, if you want to trade this, be extra careful if you're not very familiar with momentum trading yet, because this is already very high. Notice in this section, you are in the overbought. This is an overbought area. Okay, so it might retrace for a bit. So if you really want to get in here, just wait for the MA20. Get in MA20, near MA20 line. The next one is RLC. RLC is also, we're at the resistance area. If you want to get in and ride the trend, get in near MA20. Okay. FGen. FGen. It's really hard to tell. The volume is going down here, starting to decline. I'm not very comfortable in recommending FGen. It might retrace, might rest for a while. Fen. Fen, you are in a great position because you are near MA20. So if you want to enter in this stock, just make sure you are near MA20. Okay. Oops. Next one is Double Dragon. Double Dragon will potentially still decline. You are below MA20. So just observe, it might still go sideways. You can do range trading if you like, meaning you can just trade within the box. So if you are to draw your mini Darvas box over here, okay, so that could be your range. You can enter from here and then exit here, and then when it declines further again, just enter near the lower line. And how much is that? That's just a 5% gain, 5.44. Okay, but not worth it. I stay away first. East west. Okay, it bounced at the MA20 line, so still you can enter this stock. Just make sure you are still within the MA20 line, because potentially it will already bounce upward. Because look at east west. East west is already very cheap. You are still at the near the support area. So for almost the entire year last year, this stock is on a decline, but on the previous year it was steadily increasing throughout the year. So hopefully we will expect, or we will see a reversal of this stock this year from 12 to 22. That could be a potential. I'm looking at the weekly chart, by the way. So let us say if you're in it as an investor, you can double your money. But really, we do not know when, because it might just go up to here and then retrace, or up to here, 1463 area, and then retrace. But if you're in it as an investor, just buy some more. LTG It's still making a sideways movement, and just stay away first because most of the action are happening below MA20 line, right? Ayala Logistics, it's already very high, but again, this is Ayala. Uh, just if you want, you can invest in this you can enter the trade as an investor. But this is already very high. Look, if you want, if it will retrace, the next possible area as a support is here. This could be a possible area of support. Okay, 3.52 or 350 area. Next, ABA. ABA is trying to create the support. Okay, we're looking at the weekly chart, but looks like yes, there is. It has bounced in the MA20 line, and it's trying to create a support in this line. But look, be extra careful at the same time because it might retrace because it has been on a steady upward trend in the past few days. So look here. It bounced in that MA20, but I have a feeling that it will already decline because I noticed the Bollinger Band is about to trigger like that. Let's see if we add a MACD. Yes. When the stock was in an upward trend, the blue line is above the red line. Now it's stabilized here, and it has this blue already crossed the red line. Blue is already underneath the red line. So yes, even if you see that it's up in the MA20, it's now triggering um, a bearish signal. Okay. Do we have anyone? All right. So I think that's it for tonight. We are, if you have the time, you can go all the way up and review all those stocks. JFC, for instance, has given us a good bounce. So congratulations to those who already got in, and for sure JFC is going to go um, recover in just a few days because this is a very stable company, and they recently bought Coffee Bean, and Coffee Bean has been is a very popular coffee brand, and with Jollibee's management strategies, definitely this is another good company that they have acquired for the year. IDC, it's already very high. Wait for it to retrace for a bit, haggle for a bit, potentially in this area 5.75, 5.77, and just observe. Okay, so that's it for tonight. Happy Friday and happy weekend for everyone, and you stay safe, uh, stay invested. Thank you, and don't forget to follow our channel. We are going to go live, not tomorrow. We'll continue to share our insights. Okay, thank you.